I recently went through a friendship breakup, and it was very difficult, of course, to go through that process. But I would say the most difficult part of that was actually just the decision to do it. And I made that decision because we were having a disagreement, and I asked the person, I said, "Hey, tell me what you hear me saying." Because I kept feeling like they weren't listening to me. They were just trying to get their point across. And they told me that they weren't going to do that, that they didn't think telling me what they heard me say would be productive. And I realized then that we had a problem because they were spending the entire conversation trying to get me to understand them, trying to get me to agree with them. And I was even telling them what I heard them saying and the things that I agreed with and seeing things from their perspective. But when it came to reciprocating that posture, they were unwilling to do it. And I think in that moment, I realized that we had an inequity of emotional investment in the relationship. And you cannot have a healthy relationship when there is an inequity of emotional investment. And I want you to think about this like a balance sheet. So in business, a balance sheet is used as a financial tool that can give you a picture of an organization's financial health. And the balance sheet looks at the organization's assets as a function of its liabilities and its owner's equity, all right? So assets, that's considered the sum, the composite of liabilities plus owner's equity. Liabilities are always negative. Owner's equity should be positive. That should be the investment that owners are making in the company. But when you have a composite of liabilities and owner's equity that is negative, that essentially means that the relationship is failing. And in that moment, I realized that not only did we have liabilities in our relationship, but I also realized that while I was trying to invest in the relationship, they were not willing to do that. And so sometimes we have to make the difficult decision to love someone and release them, simply because they're not willing to make the required emotional investment in a relationship that's going to allow the relationship to be healthy. No grudges, no hard feelings, but just accept people where they are.